الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم أشرق البدر علينا فاختفت منه البدور مثل حسنك ما رأينا قط يا وجه السرور صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
The views and opinions expressed by the presenters and guests of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
Tune in to the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili.
It's finally Friday again. Assalamu alaikum.
From South Africa to the world.
Let's go.
Don't miss out on Friday afternoon vibes like no other. Put it on and leave it on. Join us for inspiration and positivity from trailblazing guests. Topics you want to hear. Your Friday just got better. Let's make the end of the week better together. Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili. Young, fresh and trending.
زينت السماء وضعت الجبال أمرت البحار وخلقت الجنان سيرت الكواكب أضأت النجوم فجرت الأنهار
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your number one radio station.
وللهداية أنزلت القرآن وبالسلام أرسلت الأنبياء من الضلال إلى الضياء لا المحب بعد يديه عن رحمته سعت كل شيء.
Of course, it's gone by a few minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock. Of course, it's Central African time. Wherever you are in the world, Sanbanani Nonke Ahlan wa Sahlan wa Marhaban Bikum. It's finally Friday again. So Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Of course, it is Bibi Amina Phili here. And you know, I always say that I love my Friday afternoons because I get to spend it with you. Of course, Jummah Mubarak to you and yours. It is 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. And of course, if you do not have the app by now, I cannot stress more. I cannot force you. I wish I could, but I can't. But you simply have to do is get the app so you do not have to miss out on all the good stuff, all the great updates, and of course, your fantastic shows. You can watch us right now on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Instagram. Assalamu alaikum to you, and thank you for joining us on these platforms. Of course, what you can expect for today's show, inshallah, for our headlines, we talk about the worst drought in century, which devastates Southern Africa, millions at risk. And thereafter, for our feel-good interviews, we chat to Hamzah Shivute, who is all the way from Namibia, and he was crowned number one, yes, number one in the Namibian Desert Dash. And he will be chatting to us about his experience. And you can get, of course, the full experience via our visual platforms. That's on Facebook. So you can see exactly how it was done, how strenuous it was and how much of work it took, obviously, to go for this desert dash and the achievement that was then obviously awarded thereafter. And of course, I'm sure his family is indeed proud of him. Well, all that and more right here for your listening pleasure.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your number one radio station.
And yes, the big question for today that I forgot to mention, the big question for today is, what does Donald Trump's presidency mean for the world? So, of course, later on, you can definitely send us those messages via our WhatsApp numbers. That's 060-904-1056. Yes, it's 060-904-1056. And the question is, what do you think Donald Trump's presidency means for the Muslim world? But of course, the clock strikes and it's about that time for your traffic update.
Feel Good Friday. Traffic updates. Updates that help you like a boss.
Help you plan your day like a boss indeed. So on the line we have Officer Ngwane. Officer Ngwane, tell us what's happening on our roads.
Feel Good Friday. We're looking at N3. You're driving N3 eastbound Aftermarket Road. We've got a broken there. Expect delays in that area. Also, there in Stapleton Road, we've got an accident that is taking place as we speak. All services are on scene. Oflati towards Clare Road, or let's say you're going towards Clare Estate, we've got a diesel spillage there. Take care of that area. Make sure you reduce the speeds because your vehicle can be the one who's doing its own thing. Also, take note, we've got ongoing roadworks, of which N2 towards Stenger, and from Stenger to Durban, there'll be an area where the road is being under construction. Also, N3, same thing. Take note of this. N3 westbound, it will be closed tomorrow, 2100 hours until Sunday morning. That will be 5 a.m. Then Sunday afternoon, from 2100 hours to 5 a.m. on Sunday. On Monday, that will be eastbound. Westbound, first it will be westbound, that will be tomorrow. Sunday, it will be eastbound. Please take care of that. Use alternative routes, R102, it will be of your assistant. Other than that, our roads for now are perfectly fine. We appreciate what is happening with Sanral. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend. I am Warrant Officer Ngwane from Durban Metro Police. Till next time.
Feel Good Friday. Big updates. Updates that help you plan your day like a boss.
Want to tantalize those taste buds? Halton's has you covered. From freshly baked treats to imported confectionery that brings international flavors right to your door. Indulge in our daily food menu, home industry goodies, and those household brands that you love, now with global twists. Visit Halton's at 358 Brickfield Road, open till 9 p.m. daily, or call us at 031-207-6108. Halton's, where every bite is a delight.
Sunnah a Day, proudly brought to you by Sunpick. 100% pure sunflower cooking oil. Sunpick, cook more with less.
Sunnah a Day, upon awakening, recite the following dua. Alhamdulillahi alladhi ahyana ba'dama amatana wa ilayhi nushur. All praise is due to Allah who has given us life after sleep, and to Him is our return.
Sunnah a Day, proudly brought to you by Sunpick. 100% pure sunflower cooking oil. Sunpick, cook more with less.
Imagine this. You're putting together a 7-color meal, from the creamy pasta to the glazed carrots and flavorful onion gravy. This entire meal is made with our 100% pure extra virgin olive oil from our La Familia range, bringing outstanding quality and taste to your kitchen. Shop La Familia 100% pure extra virgin olive oil at any leading supermarkets near you. La Familia, heart of the home.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your #1 radio station.
Don't miss the celebration. Join us as we mark the first anniversary of Checkers Foods Kawi Park with a live broadcast from the store happening on Saturday, November 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come hang with Zahir Basa, Salma Ghazi and Siraj Basa and enjoy a day packed with excitement, amazing giveaways and unbeatable in-store specials. Bring your family, friends and neighbors too. Everyone's invited. Save the date, Saturday, November 23rd at Checkers Foods Kawi Park. Checkers Foods Kawi Park is halal certified by NIHT across the butcher, bakery and deli. We can't wait to see you there. Checkers Foods Kawi Park.
This segment is brought to you by Kenfield Auto, your RMI approved service and repair specialist. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport.
Kenfield Auto. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. ربنا إنك جامع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه إن الله لا يخلف الميعاد.
Car won't start?
Kenfield Auto.
Noisy brakes?
Kenfield Auto.
Due for a service?
Kenfield Auto.
Kenfield Auto, the answer to all your car problems. Your service and repair specialist for your VW, Audi, Suzuki, Toyota, or just about any vehicle. Kenfield Auto, your RMI and insurance approved workshop to handle them all. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Call us on 031 207 2399. Kenfield Auto.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your #1 radio station.
The Shahada, the Surah, the Zakat, the fasting, the Hajj.
My thing. This is my thing.
The Shahada, the Surah, the Zakat, the fasting, the Hajj.
My thing. This is my thing. Once upon a time, I fell in love with her. Everything I did just for her. She was my queen. I love was like a movie. Didn't want to touch the thing. She was my day.
Of course, it's 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Peter Maritzburg. Just to inform you, we are going to be having some technical glitches throughout the day. So if you hear maybe the show stops or something stops playing, then of course you can indeed just have that information with you. But for our headlines for this particular afternoon, for more than 27 lives are affected by the worst drought in the century, with 21 million children malnourished, says World Food Programme. Now, the millions of people across southern Africa are going hungry due to the historic drought, risking a full-scale humanitarian catastrophe. Now, the United Nations has warned Lesotho, Malawi, Namibia and Zambia as well as Zimbabwe, and all declared a state of national disaster in the past months as drought has destroyed crops and livestock. Angola, Mozambique are also known and also severely affected. The UN's World Food Programme said in a briefing on Tuesday, warning that crisis is expected to deepen until the next harvest in March or April 2025. Now, a historic drought, the worst food crisis yet, has devastated more than 27 million lives across the region. Now, the WFP spokesperson Thomson Piri said that some 21 million children are malnourished. Now, October in South Africa marks the start of the lean season. Now, each month is, of course, expected to be worse than the previous one until the harvest next year in March and April. Crops have failed and livestock have perished, and the children are lucky to receive a meal per day. Tens of millions of people in the region rely on small scale. Yes, indeed, that's right. They rely on, of course, small scale farming. And Aid agencies warn of potential disasters late last year as the El Nino weather phenomenon led to below average rainfall across the region. Now, it's affected and effects have been intensified by rising temperatures linked to climate change. Now, in July, a UN official said that it was the worst drought to hit the region in the century. Now, it has wiped out 70% of the harvest in Zambia, 80% in Zimbabwe. WFP's acting regional director of the Southern Africa, Lola Castro, said that the lack of rain has also slashed hydropower capacity in the region. Authorities in Namibia and Zimbabwe have resorted to killing wildlife, including elephants, to provide meat for the hungry people. So it's quite tough out there. Indeed, it is. Now, scientists say that sub-Saharan Africa is one of the most vulnerable parts of the world to climate change. Now, because it's a high dependency on rain-fed agriculture and natural resources, millions of African livelihoods depend on the climate, while poor countries are unable to finance climate-resilient measures. Now, experts also warn that climate change-induced droughts and irregular rainfall patterns are negatively affecting the yields, development, taste, and the harvest periods of various crops. You're listening to us, and of course, it is the Feel Good Friday. That was the headlines.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your number one radio station.
Bleed out, you don't give a damn now. I thought I knew what love was, wrote it with a broke brush. All you did was break my trust. Then one day you left and you didn't come back, and I didn't know what to do. And I called and called, text messages and all.
Topic of the day.
Cause I'm struggling on my own, hoping that you come back home to me.
Topic of the day.
And of course, it's 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg and all around the world via our audio stream. Now, today, indeed, of course, is a very special day for me, but today we have an extraordinary guest, and he goes by the names of Hamzah Shivute, who has achieved something truly remarkable. Now, Hamzah is a young man who has conquered an amazing competition where he rode in the Namibian desert, and alhamdulillah, cycling is his passion, and it's an event, of course, that takes place in the harsh Namib desert. And this incredible feat requires immense physical endurance, mental toughness, and unwavering determination. Now, Hamzah's accomplishment, of course, is a testament to his unrelenting of his spirit, passion for cycling. And of course, as we delve into the conversation, we will explore what drives Hamzah, his experiences during this amazing competition that took place in Namibia, and the lessons he learned along the way. So, of course, welcoming him to the Feel Good Friday for the very first time. Hamzah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Bibi Amina.
How are you doing today?
Alhamdulillah. And you?
Alhamdulillah. I am doing absolutely fine. First of all, I think you need a round of applause. Congratulations to you, young man, for obviously conquering such an amazing competition. But let's get straight into it. How did you first get into cycling, and what really motivated you to start?
It's actually a really funny story. I was at a volleyball competition last year, June, with some friends. And when the competition finished, one of my friends went to go speak to another friend's dad who was really into cycling. So that friend was telling the other friend's dad that cycling is a hard sport. Obviously, the dad felt like he was being challenged. So then he challenged us to do the Desert Dash since it wasn't a hard sport. So because of that, we started cycling.
Absolutely.
And it was in the beginning it was kind of hard because most of our training sessions would happen in the morning, like really early, like between 3 and 4 in the morning.
Absolutely. I think we're having some technical delays as well. So please, we do apologize for that. But Hamza, I'm hoping that you can hear me loud and clear. But let's get straight into the next question. Was there a defining moment or experience that solidified your passion for cycling?
Yeah, I was actually our training weekend at Spreetswater, which happened in I think last year November 15th until November 17th. And in that training week or that training weekend, we climbed up Spreetswater, which is apparently Africa's steepest mountain.
Yeah.
And it was hot. I was in pain. But even though I was in pain, I still enjoyed it because I was with my teammates. I'm struggling, but yet I'm still succeeding. So that kind of made me passionate about cycling, because even though I'm suffering and all that, I can still push on.
Absolutely. It sounds like such an inspirational thing. Imagine being so, I would say, committed to something, even though you're going through so much. It's really commendable. But, what are some of the most memorable experiences cycling?
The most memorable moment cycling?
Yeah.
Well, I went, I think it would be my first dash. It was 5 kilometers into it. My back wheel popped.
Oh, man.
And because I didn't have a pump or anything nearby, I had to continue cycling for 10 kilometers with a flat back tire until I eventually got help. Because during that flat tire, I went through a lot of emotions. I was worried because it's my first dash, and I might not even finish it because of my flat tire. But there's also another part of me saying, okay, we have a flat tire, but let's continue onwards, because we can't just end 5 kilometers into 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
Let's continue pushing, and hopefully we'll get help as it progresses.
Absolutely. So I think we're just having some technical difficulties on Hamza's side, I'm sure, but it's okay because we're going to move on as well. But Hamza, I'm sure you can hear me, but tell us and let us know, what are the most proudest moments of you cycling? I know that you won this amazing, Desert Dash, and we congratulate you for it. But what was the most proudest moment?
My proudest moment? That's a tough one. I would have to say, I think it would be the race I competed in last weekend, the Namport 30-year anniversary race. It was my first time getting getting a race win in my 1-year career.
We're having some heavy technical difficulties on his side, but it's okay, guys. I guess we shall just carry on, inshallah, and please do make us smile, because we are having some technical difficulties as well as network issues throughout the country. But of course, Hamza, if you're hearing me, if I'm sure you can, but if you could cycle anywhere in the world apart from Namibia, where would it be and why?
I think if I had to cycle anywhere in the world, I would probably cycle in Italy.
Why?
Because I've seen other cyclist videos on them cycling in other countries, and of all the videos I've seen, I've enjoyed Italy because of the beautiful roads and the lovely scenery.
Absolutely. But what will be the ultimate race you're looking forward to? I know that you want to obviously progress your professionalism in obviously cycling and getting more into it. But what will be the ultimate race that you are looking for, that you are excited for as well?
Well, I think in about 3 years' time or so, I wanna try doing a solo desert dash instead of a 4-man. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking forward to.
So all the work that has to come behind it, the training, the excessive cycling, this, getting your body, your physical activity has to obviously up, eh?
Yeah.
So you're going to be excited for that one.
But I'm looking forward to it. It just means more time on the bike.
Oh, imagine that. Doing something that you absolutely love. But before we end the interview for this particular afternoon, is there any advice, or I would say cycling advice, that you would like to share with our listeners?
Any advice I'd like to give?
Yes.
Okay. I think the most important advice I can give is just keep going, because it gets easier every single day that you do it. The only hard part of that is doing it every single day.
Absolutely. Well, Hamzah, thank you so much. Even though with the technical glitches in here and there, we heard your story and we love it. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Hoping we can catch up with you later, perhaps when you progress into the solo Desert Dash.
Inshallah.
Of course, you're listening to us on 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. Of course, that was Hamzah Shivute all the way from Namibia, having some technical difficulties. But of course, we move on. You're listening to the Feel Good Friday right here for your listening pleasure.
As your children get older, it can become difficult to prepare them for grown-up life. And as a parent, you can only guide them in the right direction. Children today are under so much more pressure to perform and need all the help they can get to one day have a successful career. Focus Straight was developed to support cognitive health and brain function for improved memory and concentration during exams and stressful times. Focus Straight, the first formulation of its kind in South Africa, available from all leading pharmacies and Takealot without a prescription.
Hungry for flavor? Head over to Nando's Pavilion, Westville Mall or Oceans Mall, where our flame-grilled peri-peri chicken is always fresh and flavorful. Experience our hospitality by dining in at Nando's Pavilion, Westville Mall or Oceans Mall, which are all NIHT certified, and stand a chance to win a holiday getaway for four valued at 10,000 Rand at the Umhlanga Sands. Nando's! Fire it up!
As promised at last year's Durban Summer Cirque, part of our profits will go to making a real difference in our community. The Al-Ansar Foundation proudly completed its first borehole for the community of Redcliffe. With water shortages affecting many, our mission is clear. Let's bring clean water to more areas in need. Join us in making an impact. Call Outreach on 031-208-1601 or visit alansar.org.za to help build more boreholes and transform lives.
زينت السماء وضعت الجبال أمرت البحار وخلقت الجنان سيرت الكواكب أضأت النجوم فجرت الأنهار فأرحت القلوب وللعباد أنزلت الإسلام وللهداية أنزلت القرآن وبالسلام أرسلت الأنبياء من الضلال إلى الضياء لا تحيط بعد يديك عن رحمتك وسعت كل شيء.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your number one radio station.
You know me more than I know myself. You love me more than I love myself. So I'm begging, begging, begging. I can't take his whispers. I need you to help me. So I'm begging, begging, begging. When I'm falling, you always catch my fall. When I'm calling, you always take my call. So I'm begging, begging, begging. I can't take this dunya. I need you to save me. So I'm begging, begging, begging. Ya Rabbi, Ya Kareem. Ar-Rahman, Ya Rahim. Ya Rabbi, Ya Kareem. Ar-Rahman, Ya Rahim. I'm so ungrateful. My guilt eats me inside. I'm so fearful that you will leave my side. But even if I make a million mistakes, you always keep on giving chances that I don't take. I'm sorry that I treated you so wrong. So I'm begging.
Having such an amazing time as well. Some messages coming through, some amazing messages coming through here. It says, always looking forward to Friday afternoons. A feel-good show really livens up. Lives up to the name. Thank you so much for that message. I don't know. I think because my glasses are cracked, I can't even read now, Tobega. But of course, you're listening to us live on 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM, and as well as on Facebook and around the world. For all your listening pleasure, amazing afternoon that we are having. I think I'm having a fantastic one, hoping that you are as well. But earlier on the show, I did pose a question to you, amazing listeners, and it was, what do you think that the Donald Trump presidency means for Muslims around the world, Muslims in America? And today we, of course, are tackling a crucial question. Like I mentioned, what does Trump's presidency mean for the Muslim world? And of course, I would love to hear from you, our listeners, on this topic. Now, during this campaign and presidency, Trump made several proposals and implemented policies that have affected the Muslim community, such as the traveling ban targeting predominantly Muslim countries. Now, of course, we're going to explore this more, but one of the most significant actions taken by Trump during his presidency was signing the Executive Order of 1376-9, also known as, like I mentioned, the Muslim ban. And now the order, of course, limited travel to the United States from several Muslim majority countries, including Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, as well as Yemen. And now the order was met with the widespread criticism and protests and eventually revoked by the President Joe Biden in 21. Now, during his campaign, Trump has proposed a temporary ban on Muslim entering the United States, which was criticized by many as discriminatory and unconstitutional. But of course, despite this, Trump's administration pursued policies aimed at restricting immigration from certain countries, including those with significant Muslim populations. Now, the impact of Trump's presidency on the Muslim world has been significant, with many feeling that, of course, his policies and rhetoric have contributed to the increase of Islamophobia, discrimination. But however, it's important to note that the effects of his presidency are complex and multifaceted. But of course, you can send us your messages via our WhatsApp numbers. That's 060-904-1056. Get those messages in and tell us, what do you think, Donald Trump's presidency means for the Muslim world? Of course, you can let us know via our WhatsApp numbers. It's 060-904-1056. But just to read one that came through now, says, Assalamu alaikum, Bibi Amina. In my view, a Trump presidency will negatively impact on immigration, travel restrictions on Muslim majority countries such as Syria, Somalia, and Yemen, and the likes. You can also join the conversation right here on the Feel Good Friday. So yes, another message coming through here. It says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Bibi Amina. I believe that Trump's presidency will be one of discrimination to Muslims and a highly controversial one. I believe his rhetoric can possibly instigate hate among Muslim communities in America. And that was from Brother Abdurrahman. All right, so I'm looking for some more messages. So let us know via WhatsApp numbers. It's 0609041056. What do you think that Donald Trump's presidency means for the Muslim world?
صلاة سلام على المصطفى رسول إمام بنور الصفا صلاة سلام على المصطفى رسول إمام بنور الصفا حبيب الإله أنار الحياة وقلبي يراه كمثل القمر بمدح الرسول يزيد الأمل ويأتي القبول بخير العمل صلاة سلام على المصطفى رسول إمام بنور الصفا مرتبي رسول أحمد مصطفى وبسلنك نش إمام نور واتباع نبي طبيب أنار القمر في طه الحبيب كمثل القمر أريد الشراب وخير الثواب فيوم الحساب به أفتخر صلاة سلام على المصطفى رسول إمام بنور الصفا مرتبي رسول أحمد مصطفى وبسلنك نش إمام نور واتباع أمتي أمتي قالها المصطفى يومها كل عبد بالرسول اكتفى أمتي أمتي قالها المصطفى.
And of course, it is the Feel Good Friday right here for your listening pleasure. Another message that comes through here, indeed, that says, Slums, how do we know the truth? Media tells us he has problems with us, and then we see him saying he has no problems with us. It's a bit of a conspiracy. We'd rather watch a few more episodes of The Simpsons to find out. I think that was a good comment, and I think it's funny how the Simpsons come out with all the stuff that actually really happens within the presidency in the US. So another message comes through here. It says, Assalamu alaikum, I'm Muslim living in the US, and I have to say that Trump's presidency has made me feel like I'm under a microscope. Every time I step out of my house, I feel like I am being watched and judged. That was by Sister Suraya. Another message comes through here. It says, I understand where you're coming from, but I think that Trump's policies are necessary to keep our country safe, and we can't just let anyone in, and we need to vet people properly. And that is by Susan Jade. Another message coming through here is, it's not just vetting people, it's about the rhetoric that's being used. When Trump talks about extreme vetting and Muslim bans, it creates a narrative that all Muslims are indeed suspicious. And that is by Sister Linda Marcos. Another message coming through here. It says, I completely disagree. Okay, this is not a debate. This is just me reading the messages that are coming through. So it says, I disagree. I think Trump is great and trying to protect our country. Let's be real. And there are some Muslim majority countries that have a problem with extremists. And the final message that came through here, that was by Jon Snow. Not too sure that's an alias, but that's by Jon Snow. Another message comes through here. It says, exactly my point. It's not about the country, it's about the people. And when we start generalizing and stereotyping, that's when we get into trouble. Oh, okay. So more messages coming through here, some heated ones as well. Let me know what you think. It's gone by 47 minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock. And of course, you're listening to the Feel Good Friday with myself, Bibi Amina Phili.
Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili. Only on your number one radio station.
Absolutely. So some exciting things are coming up for the radio station while those messages are pouring in as well on my personal line. Guys, relax. It's just a question. But of course, some exciting things that are happening. Obviously, Radio Al Ansar is going to be having their outdoor broadcast at Checkers on the 23rd of November. And of course, you don't want to miss out on this celebration. Join us as we mark the first anniversary of Checkers Foods Kawi Park with the live broadcast from the store, happening on Saturday, the 23rd of November from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Of course, you can come hang out with Zahir Basa, Salma Kazi, and Siraj Basa and enjoy a day packed with excitement, amazing giveaways, and unbeatable in-store specials. Of course, you can bring your family and friends and neighbors too. Everybody is invited. Now, you, of course, can save the date, Saturday, November 23rd, Checkers Foods Kawi Park. Now, Checkers Foods Kawi Park is halal certified by NIHT across the butcher, bakery, as well as the deli. Of course, we can't wait to see you there, and that is the 23rd at Checkers Foods Kawi Park. And of course, this November, Checkers Foods Kawi Park is celebrating, like I said, their first anniversary, and it's to mark the occasion, and they're giving 2 lucky kitty shoppers a chance to win a trolley dash through the store. So they can literally get a trolley and fill it up. So if you want your child to be a part of it, go to the store and fill in obviously you have to buy something from the store and fill in your name and number behind your till slip. Now, mums, dads, nannies, grandpas, uncles, aunties, you do not want to miss out. Here's what you need to do. Like I said, simply make your purchase in store, write your name and contact details on the till slip along with the child's name and the child's name and date of birth, and you can drop into the box in store. And of course, we'll be calling you to join us for the Ultimate Kiddies Trolley Dash. Now, the competition is open to children age 6 to 8. So if you think that you are going to be lucky or that your name might be picked out, of course, there are terms and conditions that do apply. But of course, we're excited that we are going to be popping up there at the Checkers Foods Kawi Park on the 23rd of November. So some exciting things that are happening as well, that it's not only the outdoor broadcast that we're having, but Souk is coming up. We have plus minus 39 days till we open the doors to the Durban Exhibition Centre, happening from the 24th to the 5th of January. So it's 13 days of fun, excitement, and entertainment. You have your comedy, your food. You have so many things that are happening. And I know the team, we are going to be having interviews from next week, inshallah, throughout the week. And you'll get to hear the exciting things that the Durban Summer Souk team have for you as well. I'm excited. I'm hoping that you are excited as well. And of course, I think we've come to the end of yet another amazing edition. Let's play some beautiful nasheeds, and soon we are going to say Assalamu Alaikum. This is actually one of my favorite nasheeds, and it is by the Rao brothers. Of course, you can indeed take a listen to this one.
गम सभी राहतों तस्कीन में ढल जाते हैं गम सभी राहतों तस्कीन में ढल जाते हैं जब करम होता है हालात बदल जाते हैं आका इसमें अहमद का वजीफा है हर एक गम
का इलाज इसमें अहमद का वजीफा है हर एक गम का इलाज लाख खतरे हो इसी नाम से टल जाते हैं जब लिया नामे नबी मैंने दुआ से पहले हो गई मुझ पे अता मेरी खता से पहले.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is sunfoil, pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
This dua to be free from the fire is brought to you by Continental Butcher Baker Delhi. Quality, freshness and value. Our promise to you since 1992.
اللهم أعتق رقبتي من النار وأوسع لي من الرزق الحلال واصرف عني فسقة الجن والإنس.
If you're looking for a delicious selection of freshly made baked goods, decadent deli treats, and succulent meats, there's no need to chop around anymore. Continental Butcher Baker Deli offers an award-winning service, presenting exceptional quality at competitive prices. Superb choice-grade lamb, beef, and chicken. Mouth-watering homemade processed meats and gourmet marinades, and scrumptious baked goodies. Quality, freshness, and a money-back guarantee. Visit Continental in Argyle Road.
Continental Sausage Circus, now featuring 80 different types of sausages. Hurry before there's not a sausage.
Looking for the perfect gift? Then look no further. The Al-Ansar shop has a wide range of international brands of perfumes, books, games, and also the latest in kitchenware, trendy bags, and much, much more at all affordable prices. Visit us at 207 West Road, Overport, or call us on 031 208 1601. Al-Ansar shop, your one-stop Islamic shop.
Tune in to the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili.
It's finally Friday again. Assalamu alaikum.
From South Africa to the world.
Let's go.
Don't miss out on Friday afternoon vibes like no other. Put it on and leave it on. Join us for inspiration and positivity from trailblazing guests to topics you want to hear. Your Friday just got better. Let's make the end of the week better together. Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili. Young, fresh and trending.
Under the stars, I raise my hands in prayer. Tears falling, carrying my despair. Memories linger, they fill my heart.
And of course, it's 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM Peter Maritzburg. If you would like to sponsor the Feel Good Friday, you can, of course, contact our sales team. I mean, it's a good show. I'm sure you really, really want to get your brand associated with the Feel Good Friday family as well. You can, of course, follow me on Instagram at Bibi Amina _worldwide. You can check us out on our Facebook as well and follow us on our Radio Al Ansar pages. And I think it's about that time where I have to say assalamu alaikum. I have to love and leave you. And inshallah, next week, we are going to be chatting to an expert regarding the question that I asked you today. What does the Trump's administration mean for the Muslim world? So you can, of course, stay tuned to that and exciting stuff next week. Same time, same place. Until next time, let's make the end of the week better together. Big thank you to Tobega. Thank you so much to Tobega for making sure that we sound crystal clear and all things go nice and smoothly over here. So please do make us smile. There are going to be some technical difficulties throughout the day, some glitches here and there, because of course there is a nationwide network issue. For my side and the team, it is an Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This is the Feel Good Friday with Bibi Amina Phili, only on your number one radio station.
Yeah.